And I heard them talking. I rode with them down there, and my mama told him, said, you got to spend a little money to make a little money. You got to give up some if you're going to obtain something. And so, with this example, we've got to ask ourselves sometimes, what are we willing to give up? You got to give up something. If you're going to be blessed, you're going to have to give up something. And so they had the business for a little while, and it was successful because they spent the money up front to try to make it into a success. How many times in our lives have we spent the time and the effort to become successful? The time and the effort. How many times have we spent time working on our relationship that it may be successful, whether it's wife or children or kinfolks? Everything that you're associated with calls for maintenance. Nobody drives a car and never gets the oil changed. You gotta do the maintenance. Sooner or later, you're gonna have to get a tune-up, or one of those spark plugs will go out and you will be driving. If it's a 4-cylinder, you will be driving with 3 and you will feel the effects. Even in our lives, we have to get out and get exercise. And the older we get, Sister Nick, the older we get, I know what I'm talking about. The older we get, the more we gotta put together something. I know because you walk. You go to that track, I know you do. But we have to do that. We have to do that. Because if you're gonna live your best life, you're gonna have to live a healthy life. Can't always go out getting the hamburgers and all this and the ribs. You can have them sometimes, but you can't make a routine habit. You gotta go and get all these Pamela tests ran on you. You gotta get your cholesterol checked every once in a while. That's if you want to live the best life. Even in that, you got to have a relationship with God. Amen. You got to. You got to work on this relationship through prayer and other things, and reading the Word, and be strong in the relationship that you have if you want to live the best life. Yes. A writer said, true religion is real living. Living with all of one's soul and goodness and righteousness. True religion is true living. You didn't know how to live until you really got with God. I know that some people have had fun in the world and have gone to the nightclubs and which could be a dangerous place, and have gone to other places which could be a dangerous place. But you found out that living with God was the best thing. Another writer said, life challenges are not supposed to paralyze you. They are supposed to help you discover who you are. You don't even know who you're dealing with until you get into a pressure situation. Work with somebody. Have anybody ever worked with somebody new? They came in with all kind of promise. I see it all the time. About what they're going to do, and they know how to do everything when they come out. And then the pressure comes. And that's when we see who they really are. Who are we really dealing with? Even in relationship, you don't know who you got until the pressure comes on. You don't know. And with God, there are going to be challenges that are always going to confront your life. But if you got Him, He's going to bring you through. Don't you know when you get paralyzed, a paralyzed person cannot feel or move their legs. You can get like that emotionally. You can get emotionally paralyzed to the point that you don't feel nothing phases you, nothing surprises you, and it will mess with your living standards. You stop doing the things that you used to. You get paralyzed emotionally. You'll start going to get your hair cut. You'll start dressing. You'll start cleaning up. You'll start doing everything. You're just living on cruise control. But if you're going to live your best life, you've got to be able to feel. If I can feel pain at one point in my life, then I'll be able to have joy when I'm happy and have pleasure. When you're paralyzed emotionally, you don't feel anything. And it's hard for anybody to love you because you're not going to love them back because you can't love yourself at that moment. It's hard. So you discover who you are. It's not supposed to paralyze. It's not supposed to take you out. It's not supposed to make you become despondent. It's supposed to help you discover who you are. You are strong. You are mighty in valor. You can make it through this. And see, I want to say that because the next time you go through a trial that's designed to destroy you, you need to start talking to yourself. I'm coming out of this all right. This is not going to take me out. And we are confronted with a lot of things. I wish y'all could have heard Family Matters last week. Another writer says, love is the artery of life, the posture of death, initial of creation, and the exponent of the earth. Love is key, isn't it? If you're going to live your best life. Love has the ability to cover a multitude of sin. And so we have to ask the question, how are you living? How are you living? How are you making it? Are you just eking through life and barely making it? Or are you successful in life and going on about your business? Are your successes great or small? How are you running the Christian race that you were designed to run? Or when are you going to start running the Christian race? These are questions that we must ask ourselves first before someone else comes to ask us. Because if we don't ask ourselves how are we living, and somebody else comes and points it out that we're not living too good, we'll get offended. But life comes with a plan that we have to put together. And we have to get ourselves together and get ourselves in a position to become successful. It starts with getting God in your heart, in your mind, and in your soul. It starts with you reading the Word and understanding what He's saying in this last and evil generation. And once we get those things together, we can go out and smite out our destiny. We don't have to live at the bottom. We can live at the top. Amen. How are we living? So we must look at quality. Have y'all heard the term, the quality of life? Quality in itself is defined as a fundamental rationale. Quality is the ongoing process of building and sustaining relationships by assessing, anticipating, and fulfilling the fulfilling state of someone else's implied needs or your own needs. You know what you want out of life. Yeah. You know what you need out of life. You know what kind of emotional stability that you need. You know what kind of physical setting that you want to live in. You know all these things. But if you're not there, if your quality is in question, that's a place that you need to start working. So I asked the question, how are you living? Where are you? That's a good question right there. Because some people, they are looking good, they are smelling good, they're driving good, but emotionally, they're down in the dumps. Yes. So the quality of life has to be in play. The quality. Now, there's quality versus quantity. Now, I found out that quantity gets me nowhere. If I was at a plant, I was making parts